let me just take you back here. Let's start really with the Bush administration. There was something called the Loan Programs Office that was started under George W. Bush, and from what I've seen, this office from George W. Bush until 2020 had $42 billion of loans. But in the 3 months between Election Day 2024 and Inauguration Day 2025, between commitments, signed documents, and additional commitments, $93 billion of loans were made in a pretty accelerated rate. And this is an office that doesn't have really good history of making solid loans. Can you tell me what's happening?
Yeah, and Glenn, the time period, actually, that $43 billion was from the creation of the office over 14 years ago and all the way up to Election Day 2024. So that was $42 billion, 15 years up to the election day when Donald Trump gets reelected. So that's what they did in 15 years. And then Trump gets reelected, and in 76 days, almost 2.5 times as much money is either lent out or committed to be lent out.
Okay.
So clearly that's not responsible underwriting. That's not, oh, we just discovered a bunch of great opportunities here for Americans.
Right.
That's just shoveling $100 billion out the door between an election day and the next inauguration.
For what purpose? I mean, because these are names like Solyndra, what is it? Sonova Energy, Rhyolite Ridge, Li-Cycle. These are not companies that did well in the long run. Why did they shovel $90+ billion out the door in 3 months?
I think it kind of shows that, the justification for all this stuff is in this desperate existential fight against climate change. But of course, it isn't really. It's about money and it's about power. And so this is funding to what they thought were, desired interests or maybe aligned businesses. But if they were great loans and safe and reasonable to do, why didn't they do them in the 2.5 years from when the IRA and the Infrastructure and Jobs Act was passed? Why did they wait till after Election Day when they lost the election to realize, oh, now we'll lend a bunch of money? And as you mentioned, there were sort of two categories. One was to companies with very little capital backing and successful business on their own right. A lot of that is probably going to be losses for the American taxpayers. That'll be on my watch, not on their watch, because the money just got shoved out the door right at the end. And the others were loans to large Stellantis, 100-year-old auto manufacturing companies,
right,
or Rivian, a giant company, 16% owned by Amazon. That's got tons of money already. Why do they need low-cost government money? They've got a successful business idea. Why not access the capital markets?
So can we get any of this money back?
We're working hard at that. Some of these are commitments, and if they're not legally in compliance with commitments, we can not close those deals. Unfortunately, a lot of them are closed, signed legal things, and we will follow the rule of law. So I don't know the exact answer to how much is gone, and it's just irresponsible taxpayer funds that I can't do anything about. There definitely is a large amount, tens of billions of dollars, that we can do something about, and we're on that every day and trying to grow that number, of course.